This is Making Sense of Life and Reality.
The cow you don't count will be sold in your name. I am the Kikombe, your second favorite storyteller. I'm not saying that I will change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. Tupac Shakur said that. I think we're sparking the brain with these conversations of billion. I think that we begin a revolution that will make people aware that what has been missing for the longest time is not baby money. What has been missing for the longest time, it's schools that were not built, it's hospitals that were not equipped, and it's water that never reached the people it should reach. So I want us to start this conversation. Mmetulia na mabeste zako, mko drinks, you're chilling with your family over dinner or at work, perhaps you have a break. I really want you, just ask the simple question. Guys, how much is a billion? And the answers you will receive, I guarantee you, they will reveal so much of what we know when it comes to this massive amount of money that keeps going missing. Listen.
I go by Angel Michael because I want good vibes only, despite going through the mix of the good, the bad, and the ugly in the day-to-day living. What is good to you, and what does goodness actually look like in a man? Also, let me ask in a broader way, what does goodness look in a person?
You know, good is relative, right? Yeah. Good can have different dualities, in the sense that what might be good for you is not necessarily good for the other person. Sindio? Yes, sir. Or it could be what might be good for the other person might not be good for you. But sometimes you can reach an agreement or reach a point where both see it as good. But to me, I think good is not necessarily... I think good is not just about... What can I say? Good is not about... good is not being disliked or liked. Good is not about the praises that you get. I think good is, and I read this in this book called, I think there's a book called The Courage to be Disliked. I don't know if you read that book. In The Courage to be Disliked, there's this philosopher called Adler. And he argues that being good is not about what people say that you've done, but it is what you contribute to the society that determines if you're good, right? So being good, si ati tu watu wanasema nani Angel ni mzuri. No, my sister Damar taught me something that stuck with me forever. And this is what she said. She said, what people think about you is their problem. You do you. Kama watu wanafikiri wewe ni mbaya, shida ni yao. Kama watu wanafikiri wewe ni mzuri, shida ni yao. And I have a story for you. So imagine this. Imagine there's an elephant. Yes, sir. And there's imagine there's a snail and there's a whale. Sindio? Yeah. And then the snail puts on this... No, the snail goes out. Anashughuli tu zake. And then he meets these people, and these people call him a whale. Mr. Whale ni aje? Whale, unakapoa whale manzi, chiki size yako. And this is a tiny little snail. So the snail is there trying to think, hey dude, I'm a snail. But everyone insists it's a whale. The next person thinks it's a whale. The next person thinks it's a whale. Every person thinks it's a whale. Shida ni ya nani? Shida ni ya snail ama ni ya hawa majamaa? Juu ya ameenda tu shughuli zake. He's living his life as a snail. So shida ni ya wale watu. So I believe that good is how you contribute to life, and good is what you do when nobody is watching? Are you proud of what you do when nobody is watching? That's what determines if you're good. Yeah.
Making sense of life and reality, and I bet next time, you'll be thinking, somebody will be thinking about that, and you're like, what do I consider to be good? What is good? You say you're a good person. Why do you say you're a good person? And then you hear somebody say their feedback, you're like, okay. And you see,
I think if you have to say yourself, minimum believer, if I'm saying that myself I'm good, will other people say the same about me? But I'd rather like, if I say I'm good, like if you think about it, right? Like I'm trying to remember which book I read this from. I think it was 12 Rules of Life Yes, so I remember the book is called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Awesome.
And there's a principle there that talks about having a compass, like a moral compass, believe in what you think.
Yeah.
So then it talks about this habit where, you could tell somebody to do the right thing, whether they like it or not, right? So if for example, if you see me doing something that's mean or being mean to other people, and then you tell me, hey, Kikombe, bro, I don't think that's the right thing to do. And if I get mad at you, does that make you a bad person? Because you did the right thing. You told me that I need to be kind to other people. So are you a good person or are you a bad person? Yeah? So that is the duality of that concept. And the book says that you've got to do the right thing, whether you hurt people's feelings or not. But a good friend will tell you what is right.
Yes,
yeah. So it's just about living by principle.
At the end of the day, I'm like, good is good. And I weirdly, even like a different person from a different country, somebody comes and does something, you're like, hey, that's good. Or you travel to the other side of the world, you're like, hey, that's good. So at the end of it all, we know what's good, and it's about showcasing and highlighting for us to be, recognize more of that. And it's as easily as telling somebody to do something, and you're like, hey, okay, whoa. But again, even with that person, is sometimes, maybe not today, because maybe you're not in the frequency of it, you're not in the wavelength of it. But later on, when they're in the senses, they'll be like, Anya, you look fala, Anya.
It's true. There's so many times that, it's true, very true. And how many times does that happen to us in life? Many times.
Yes, sir. Is goodness teachable, or is it or does it come from somewhere deeper? Lived experience, suffering from the people who shaped you?
I think it is. I don't think goodness is teachable, but I think principles are teachable, right? Because remember, good, my sister told me, what people think about you, shauri yao. You're in shauri yao. You do you. So what I believe is principles can be taught, and as a result, because you've created the system, then the result is being good. So indirectly, you've taught that idea of being good. So for example, if you teach your child that they should always tell the truth, right? Telling the truth can be good and can be bad. It's true. Telling the truth can be good and can be bad. Because if you see somebody who's not good looking, so utamwambia, lakini manze, kuna vile unakaa. And kids will. So does that make that kid bad? Right? If you tell your kid to, say for example, if you have a friend who's coming to the house and you tell your kid, mwambia siko, and your kid says, Daddy amesema hayuko, lakini yuko tu hapa ndani. Is that a bad kid or is that a good kid? Juu pia wale wazazi wa kitambo watamcharaza. But you teach them the principle of telling the truth.
Sure.
So you don't teach them to be good, but they become good based on what you teach them to do. Cynthia?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey.
So I think indirectly, yes, it is teachable, but the principles that lead to being good are what indirectly makes it teachable. I don't know if I make sense, but yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wow, now manhood. You've spoken about this with a rawness that I think a lot of men don't find in many spaces. What does being a man mean to you in 2026? Not the caricature, not the armor, the real thing.
Being a man, I think depends on the cultural environment that somebody is in. And culture is so diverse. Unajua, okay, and I'm sorry I can digress kidogo, but please allow me. You know, in Kenya we think that we have a uniform culture. We do not. Mimi nimetoka Ujaluoni. Wajaluo wako na culture very different to those people in the coast. Absolutely different. So being a man in Luo land is absolutely different to being a man in Kikuyu land. Ukienda tu Ushago vizuri wane wanaume wa Ushago, na uende tu Kikuyuni wane wanaume wa Ushago Kikuyuni. Polar worlds, two different worlds. So I think it depends on, being a man depends on your cultural upbringing and the environment that you're brought up in. Because your environment will dictate what you become. Now, I can give you what I think being a man would look like in my experience from what I've experienced.
Yes, I think even just for our Nilotic, the proud Luos, I bet they'll listen to it and be like, hey, culture here.
Yes.
So for the others, we'll actually get to learn what Luos get to do and, appreciate and actually even question ourselves to be like, hey, haya, so sisi kama Wakikuyu tunafanyanga nini mjuu? Amesema point ingine hapo. So definitely nguka nayo.
Donge. I think a man should be a thought shaper. So you're shaping the thoughts of the people that rely on you. So whether you have family, you have friends, you have colleagues, then you should be one person that shapes thoughts, not necessarily a leader. But everybody can be a leader in their own way. But you should act in a way that makes people channel their thoughts to be in a certain way based on what society expects you to be. For example, if society expects you to provide, then your ideas should be the ideologies that shape the people around you to believe in you that you can provide for them. If society expects you to be a present parent, then your ideologies should revolve around the ideology that you're going to be home daily. If society expects you to show affirmation to your children, then the way you act should channel its way to make it visible that you're being a present person. So being a man should be thought shapers. That is in a nutshell, like you should be the person who's guiding philosophy of people around you.
Yes, and philosophy is just basically the study of the way of life. You're just like, okay, done.
Yes.
Done.
Yes.
I will. Thank you. Making sense.
Do you want mwanaume ni baba? And we know baba was baba. Omera focus, bwana.
Bless her. Nah, big up to a big man whoever, he did him. He's Baba, he's not here right now, but anybody who says Baba, it's always, it's a legacy name, and
it was Baba Bwana.
This is where we need to do 100%. You do your 100%. Baba did his 100%, and yay, we're using this gift that we were given amazingly, ain't we? Doing it. Let's talk about the stage. Literally, you're a storyteller on a platform, in public voice, and metaphorically, life puts all of us on stages we didn't audition for. What would you say to someone stepping into a public role for the first time? Someone afraid of the microphone, afraid of the scrutiny?
You know, Angel, I think, first of all, I think that is a very, very deep question, because I don't think there's anybody out there who doesn't fear being on stage or being on a microphone. It's just the magnitude of the fear that changes. Hakuna tu mtu anatokaga tu anaambiwa wewe ni agenda stage anasema sawa. Bado atakuja na maswali mob. So I think it's a very, very big, it's a valuable point. But the way I see it, I think people don't fear being on stage. People fear being judged. Yeah? People they don't fear being on stage. Otherwise, do you know how many people have concerts in the shower wakiimba tu wako tu hapo kwa concert, wako tu hapa baby, oh baby, peke yao. But the fact that people will see them and judge them, that is what people fear. But I will say that, you know, rarely people will judge you. And if people judge you, you can go back to what my sister told me. What people think about you, it's their problem.
Let me top up. Rihanna said,
yes.
Whether you do good, whether you do bad, they will still talk about you. So do whatever you need to do.
You do you. So, hata nimesahau train of thought umeingiza Rihanna kwa mix sasa.
Sorry, you're talking about your sister, Demar. There's a point your sister.
You cannot be perfect, so you will never be perfect amongst people. People will always talk about you. You do the best that what you're chasing. You're trying to be the better of yourself, what you did before and what you did tomorrow. I always go back to watch my podcasts with Ali, Two Nilotes in a podcast, and I listen to them, what I did before. My and that in under 5 minutes you could but if I never put it out there, if I never practiced, I would have never gotten better.
Only way is through.
The only way is through, and you have to find a way to do it. People are more concerned about the truth, right? You say it. Don't worry. You say it. It's how true you are with how you say it that determines how well you become. And no matter what you do, people will always judge you. But remember, even with bad judgment, kuna kinyoriro. They've seen something valuable that you do. And the moment you step on stage, you're better than 99% of the world. 99% of the world. Because only 1% of people on the world take on stage. Si wengi. Yeah. Get on stage, Omera. Focus. Yeah. Focus, bwana.
Thank you for that, because again, I think even just from that point that you're saying is what I've come to make sense of, and at least in this quagmire of things in life is when actually you go to stage. It's not the fear of being on stage, it's the fear of being judged. And once you can, you know, get whatever you feel like you can be judged on, and you actually want to make sure you deliver it so well, deliver something of value.
Agree.
That you're just like, man, you wanna judge me? Yeah, judge me upon this, and then you're just like, man, I've done me. I've given you the best of me, so
take your score and leave. Chukua score yako, toka.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Alright, and in life stages, fatherhood, marriage, career, community, where do the same principles apply of being on stage?
I give you this example because the way I'm being a father, the way I'm being a husband, the way I'm being a friend or a podcaster, it just goes to what I know. Sindio?
Yes.
So there is akuna. If I read the manual, then that is what I know. If I grew up in an abusive household, then that is how I know. If I grew up in a loving family, then that is how I will know and learn what I need to do and what I need not to do. Now, will I be judged by people? Of course. Watu wakikuonanga na familia yako, watu watakuwa na kujudge, regardless of what you are. So you take the stage, bring up your family, focus on your family, focus on you.
Focus.
Right? You focus, Omera. You know what they say, you weed your garden. Mdogo mdogo tu. You till your garden slowly, and then when the rain comes, you'll get a good harvest.
Yes, sir.
So all those people that were staring at you, laughing at you, you know what I always say? I always say that the cameras will not come when you're planting. The cameras will come when you're harvesting. Sindio? Hakuna mtu anakujanga anasema, "Hey, Angel, unaanza podcast. Hebu kuja tuone. Tell us about this podcast you're starting." NTV is not coming to ask you, "Tell us about this podcast you're starting." NTV will wait until you make it big. Then wataita Citizen. Citizen, hebu kujeni hapa. KTN, come. Hebu social media, come. Look at Angels. Look at his podcast, bro. Yeah, so the cameras will not come when you're planting. They will show up when you're harvesting. So ukishakuwa big, watakam. But where? Focus. Panda na upande. Yeah.
The Kikombe, making sense of life and reality.
Okay.
Wow, man. Nah, that is amazing. Alright, so we are heading to an election year, and politically, we are going about conversations about accountability, broken trust between citizens and institutions. What does showing up politically mean to you as a citizen, as a Kenyan, and responsibly?
You know, I feel passionately about this because, unajua, I think, and again, I go back to the system, the way the system has taught us. I think we have been brought up ignorantly, unfortunately. We develop this ignorant habit where unapiga kura na una lost. Unangoja 5 years, your education yenye unasema ni free in quotes ikuje. Unaenda unapiga kura and you get lost, unangoja hiyo barabara ikamu. And I think showing up is not just voting. Showing up is being alert and focusing on what I said. Tax is everything. As long as you're still paying tax, that is your calling, that you need to show up. Because many times we've not, because you don't learn about these. Did you ever learn about tax at school?
Yeah, maths.
Afadhali wewe bas.
Okay, because again, I'd say yeah, because there's PE, there's all the mathematics to it, but
PE ulilearn wapi when you were specifying, sindio?
yeah.
Did you learn it in like your basic education?
In high school.
Like primo?
High school.
Ulilearn PE high school, sindio?
I think so, yeah.
Ukifanya business studies, business education.
Business and I think mathematics.
So and this is where I go to. The politics and the economy cannot be separated. Zinaendaka kama ni tutako tuwili, right? Politics and the economy, they can't because fortunately or unfortunately, we have made our politicians the ones who take or are overseeing our taxes. So ataendanga hivyo. But the big mistake that most of us did is we vote, we elect, we go away, and then after a few years we regret. So inakuwa kila ile cycle, elect and regret, elect and regret, elect and regret, elect and regret. But we forget that, bro, we're paying Ruto, like Ruto alivotiwa na watu wengi, but I mean 6 point something million people voted for him. That's a lot of people, right?
Sure.
So why are people making noise? Uhuru alivotiwa na watu wengi, Kibaki alivotiwa na watu wengi, but it's the same people that now again, and I cannot blame them. It's because that is how we know it. You show up, you vote, and then you think that is it. Mi kwanza we unafaa ujue MC wako nani, ujue MP wako ni nani. In fact, even MP is not very important. Juu MP yako huko Nairobi hata. For me, and you believe MP wanafaa kwa mtaa yao. But your MCA, ndio mnafaa mwende kwao daily mkimuuliza, we ulisoma kura? Sorry, not kusoma kura. Ulisoma budget ya Mbadi? Did you read the budget? What do you think about it? Listen to what they think. And if they did not read the budget, and if they did not synthesize it vizuri, mtagongwa tena. So that is showing up. Showing up means you keep them busy. Unfortunately, it's not easy, but it's just not as easy to pay tax. Unajua?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, man, accountability. Life is so strangled. But again, life is so serious because it is serious, and with that, you're just getting back to it to be like, yo, tuache hizi games. When you ulisema shule mkomeenda games and ukafanya hiyo.
Mwanzo tulikuwa tunaenda games. And you know, kwa sababu tuna voting alafu tuna lost, ndio sababu pesa zina lost pia. Unajua venye mimi usema tu, the cow you don't count,
your cows
will be sold in your name. The cows, the goat you don't count, you will be sold in your name. Au umeenda umepatia MP bilioni zako na ujui bilioni imetoka wapi, kumbe ni pesa yako. Si ndio ile inaenda chukuliwa, inaenda inatengeneza magorofa huko hivyo Nairobi.
In your name.
Yeah.
But you never get
in your name
from it.
Jaribu hata kuingia hapo bila ID, utapigwa kofi.
And for someone who is actually in public office or aspiring to it, what is your message for those
I don't think I aspire to be in public office.
No, not even to you.
Oh, for somebody who is aspiring to be in public office. I can give a message that few people, I advise that few people will ever give. And I'll say, do something small, but do it to the best way you can. Wachana kupigana na hizi hopes mingi, tutatengeneza barabara ngapi. No. Focus on something small, but do it to the best way you can, because that's how people remember other people. People remember Obama kwa sababu Obama alishikilia health, akasema hii ndio nataka kufa nayo. So people remember Kibaki because Kibaki alishikilia free primary education, akasema mimi nataka kufa na hii. People don't remember ati Kibaki alitengeneza hizo Thika Road super highway. No. So you grab something small that you can make a change in, and you stick to it. Inaitangwa jack of all stage, master of none. Sindio?
Yeah.
Jack of all trades, not stage. Jack of all trades, master of none. The more you want to do, the less you can master.
For sure. You cannot be here and there. You can only be here.
No, shika kitu moja. Kufa na moja. Kama unasema, I'm going into public office and I'm going to change, public toilets. Die with those public toilets and ensure that in your area that you represent, at least people will have that decency of having clean toilets. Hizo zingine utafanya hiyo term ingine. But hata ukienda na hii one term, you die with your public toilets.
Yeah.
Stick to one thing, small, but do it in the best way you can.
All right. Now we'll get to the quick fire rounds. First and
let's go. Go on.
One book that changed your life.
Africa's Moment by Pete Ondeng.
Why? What hit?
Very quick read. So it just explains why Africa is the way it is. And the best line that I read in that book is many Africans are poor because they can't just help but be poor. It's not because they can't work hard. If you wake up in the morning and look at the people in Kibera, watu wanatembea kutoka 4 a.m. wanaenda hadi tao. That is hard work. Watu wanasukuma mkokoteni mpaka wapi. That is hard work. But we're poor just because we can't help but be poor. The system is just the way it is for now. Yeah. So, yeah, Africa's moment.
What is your Luo proverb that guides you?
Jarikni, jamuod nyoyo gikuoyo. If you're in a hurry, you will eat your githeri, your nyoyo with sand in it. Yeah, and in English, the equivalent for English is, if you're in a hurry, you will eat your rice with sand in it. Jarikni jamuod nyoyo gikuoyo. So pole bro, amna mbio.
It's African dish that solves every problem.
Fish, tilapia, deep fried. Nimekopaka na nyanya pale katikati. Tamu kama nini.
The most dangerous word in politics.
Trust me.
The most underrated quality in a man.
Patience.
Biggest lie Africa tells itself.
That we can do it on our own, or that somebody else will come and save us.
Whoa, umenichanganya hapo kidogo, The first one you said...
The two lies. Two big lies. One, that we can do it on our own. We can't. And the other lie is that somebody else will come and save us. Akuna. We have to save ourselves. And in order to save ourselves, I think we have to work with the rest of the world in the best way possible. And this is the reason why we got rid of the systems that we had. So after colonialists watoke, situngerudi. Do you know a lot of Koreans? Was it Korea? Korea silikuwa, yes, Korea was colonized by the Chinese. Do you know when they left, a lot of people say the only thing they lost was time. Wao wali lose to time. Wenye walitoka hivi, wakarudi tu wakaanza kuishi life yao.
Alikuwa shinda mnatoka saa ngapi?
Walitoka ngatu hivi wakaanza kuishi life yao. But for us in Africa, when the colonialists left, we just embraced the same systems that they had. We never, so tulikuwa tunafightia freedom. We were fighting for freedom. Sindio? Freedom to do what? To run the country the way they were running it when we were under them. Because that's exactly what we went to. So I think already tumechelewa kwa sababu we cannot, or maybe we can, but it would take generations for us to undo those systems that the colonialists did. But to assume that we can progress and industrialize and be very developed with the systems that we did not create, mnachezanga nyinyi, mnachezanga. You got rid of systems of leadership that you had, and you installed a new system of leadership that is foreign to 3,000 languages in Africa, and then you expect to get to the level of Europe. Munachezanga nyinyi. Hamna value systems. Constitution chapter 6 haiko mandatory saizi shule za Kenya, na chapter 6 ndio inaongelea values. Munachezanga nyinyi. So yeah, we won't manage. Let me ask you, Angel.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you, Angel. What does it mean to be Kenyan? Ukitoka hapa hivi, ukitoka seme hapa in Nairobi, uende say West Africa, how will you know that somebody is Kenyan? Apart from Kiswahili, nini atafanya yenye utasema huyu wenyewe ni Mkenya?
Hey, that's a trick. What?
Yes, unaona hakuna hata swali unaweza muuliza. Forget about his identities za jina nini unaweza muuliza umwambia ni aje, naona unafanya hivi, ama wewe ni Mkenya. Hakuna. But mtu wa Japan utamwona hivi, aingie asafishe vyombo, akusalimia, afanye hivi, afanye nini, akitoka kwa choo ataiacha safi kama balloon. Tutasema huyo lazima akuwe mtu wa Japan, or at least they grew up in Japan. And it speaks to so many things. Like sisi tuli grow up, tumelelewa na different systems, tulikuwa na values different. Wajaluo, wa Kikuyu, wa Kalenjin walikuwa na very different value systems, lakini tumejaribu tukakuja tukawekwa na system moja ya ukoloni, but we are all meant to conform to this system despite ile background na ile trauma ya traditional value systems zenye bado inakimbia kwa background. A man needs to provide. So nakumbuka, a man needs to provide. Lakini system ya Western inatuambia equality for all, equal rights for all, woman, affirmative action. So unaona hiyo duality ina confuse. Anyway, pole na digress sana.
No, but even with what you're saying, man, I'm just like, that is making sense of life and reality. Is understanding this duality, in things. It's understanding the impact of one thing coming in and what happens to what was there before, and years later you really have to go to history books or actually listen to older people to actually even get a compass of, there was this before, this came, changed, and then you're like, man, I would have never imagined it was ever like that. Even when you're talking about...
Can I tell you a true story?
Yes, sir.
Can I tell you a true story?
Please do.
Kuna country inaitwa Borneo, right? I don't know, have you heard of the story of parachuting cats?
No.
Operation Airdrop.
Nope.
Funga mkanda. So now Borneo is a very interesting island. Borneo is one of the biggest islands in the world. In fact, it's the second largest island after Sijuni, Greenland, but it's a big, and it's a very unique place in the sense that it's an island that is also owned by 3 different countries. Now, you would expect that an island that is this complex, for things to change, take a lot of careful action. Sindio? Binadamu ndio au sisi. Now, in the 1960s or 1950s, kulikuwa na malaria outbreak kwa hizo islands. Watu wa Borneo wakaita World Health Organization. And they said, World Health Organization ni sisi, bro. Tunaumwa na umbu, tunakufa hapa. Kuja saidia sisi, serikali saidia. World Health Organization inasema mbu tu ndio shida yenu. Anasema mbu inauma nyinyi, nakuja. Watu wa World Health Organization wakakuja, doom mosquito coil. Kila mtu akapewa doom. So they sprayed it, right? Sprayed the whole island. Of course, what happened is, si mosquitoes zilidedi. Sindio?
Yes, sir.
Na watu wakaishi happily ever after. The story imeisha. Story jaisha, bro. Now, kile ili happen first, roof zilianza kudunda. Rooftops zilianza kuanguka, kukevin. Juboni wanatengeneza roof zao na thatch. So unajua ile hay, thatch yes, rooftops. Yes. Now, wakashindwa, buda, shida ni nini? Kumbe shida ndio ilianzia hapo. It happened that kuna caterpillar, kuna wasps. Kuna wasps zinakulanga caterpillars, na hizi caterpillars zilikuwa zinakula hizi thatch. Because the caterpillars were eating the thatch, when the wasps zilisprayiwa, zilidedi. Caterpillars zilikufa kweli? No, caterpillars zilisurvive. Caterpillars zikaanza caterpillar ndio hizo. Caterpillar ni za ghetto, zinakulaga ndondo. Hizo hazijui ya mosquito coil ni nini, mosquito doom, DDT. Now, The second problem ikakuja sasa. Shida ikaanza kuwa mob. Now, it happened kulikuanga na geckos. Na geckos zinakulanga caterpillar. Geckos zilikuwa zinakula pia insects. Hizi gecko zikakula caterpillar, si ndio? Gecko zikasurvive. Gecko hazina stress. Now, gecko zikakula caterpillar, hizo zikasurvive. Paka inakulanga gecko, si ndio? Paka ikakuja kakula gecko. Paka kufa. Si paka zikadedi zote. Waswahili wanasemaga paka akitoka panya zilikuja bro. Panya zilijua leo kuna bash. Na si unajua panya inaletanga disease gani? Plague. Bro, panya zilileta hii ugonjwa hapa. Sasa World Health Organization wakaitwa tena. Bro, mnakumbuka mlikuja mkaspray hapa? Kujeni hapa hivi mtusaidie manze. Mapanya zimezidi hapa. Na remember all the cats zilidedi. Hakukua na paka hata moja. Do you know waliita, I think ni CIA ama ilikuwa Royal Air Force, waka drop mapaka kutoka Singapore. Maparachute zikadropiwa. This is a true story, by the way, absolutely true. Maparachute zikadropiwa na mapaka zikadropiwa na parachute, and then paka zikakula mapanya, and then they equalize the situation. So this can be contributed. The same story unaweza chukua uangalia Africa story yetu. Tulichukuanga tu kila kitu tuka overhaul. Sasa ndio hizi marufu zetu zinaanguka. So how long before mapanya zikam? Yeah. So after the same thing na education kile zina happen. So yeah, ni system kama unataka change wendi tu na geuza kila kitu. Yeah. Paul, yeah.
Crazy. Please tell us your podcast in 3 words.
Ooh. Entertaining, educational, enlightening. Triple E.
Hey, triple star, huh? If you could have dinner with one historical figure, who will it be?
Inakuanga ngumu because I think it depends on, but I think I've always said this. I think people like Thomas Sankara, I would love to sit down with Thomas Sankara nisikie tu, because miwa nimebelieve alijua ataenda kubetrayiwa. Unajua, he had a great vision, and like just to know what it felt like to sort of know that he was going to be betrayed by his, Blaise Compaoré. So I think I would love to sit with Thomas Sankara, because I think he had a great vision for Africa. Venye tu Traore ako nayo. But yeah, Traore manzee unajua ni mapema. So just the same way with Sankara ilikuwa mapema.
Yes, sir. Hey man, yeah. It's nice. It's nice to see Traore. It's nice to see it's possible. Traore style.
There's so many things that are possible, bro. There's so many things that are possible, and we know the solutions, but we will never be brave enough to accept that those are solutions.
Yes, sir. Man, yeah. What is the last thing that made you cry?
Hizi zinakuanga nyingi.
Ni life too.
Ni nyingi. Ukishakuwa mzee unaanza tu kulia ovyo.
Na mbona unadhani hiyo happen hivyo? Mbona unadhani na actually na hadi umesema kuna
consequences.
Nice.
Because the older you get, the more you care about things. The older you get, the more you passionate about small things that you may have taken for granted when you were younger. Acha nikwambie, ushaikuwa mgonjwa mpaka unaanza kusema manzi kanaweza tu kunywa maji. Ushaikuwa mgonjwa yenye huwezi kula mpaka unaanza kusema siku tu nitakunywa maji.
Yes,
because nothing stays in. So I cry a lot. Like the other day I cried because my daughter was crying. Pia unalia wewe hata bado uja understand situation completely, pia unaanza tu kulia. Blessed. No, this is a blessed moment. Yeah, me and squeezy. Do you know, dadangu anakuanga na roho ingine sio mbaya lakini ni ngumu. You know, when we were young too, ni kama gangster. When we were young tulikuwa tunawachizi ma movies, and during the holidays they always bring these movies. Zingine zilikuanga sad, kuna ingine ilikuwa inakujanga Easter, ilikuwa sad, ilikuwa inaitwa sijui Broken Promises or something, about this family that was abandoned and then they left, and then their older sister started taking care of them. Na saa zingine ilikuwa inafika movie part mbaya, brother amevunjika mguu, wameenda wamelala njaa, sijui wamefukuzwa nyumba, mnalia kwa nyumba huko hivyo, na movie ni black and white, and then dadangu anakunudge. Dadangu anakwambia unalia nini na wana act, unajua wamelipwa. Yeah, but nowadays it's easy to kulia tu. Kuna hii film inaitwa Moana, sijui kama unajua Moana.
Yeah, animation.
Moana ni movie inafaa, movie yenye mtu anafaa alie kweli, but nilijipata nikilia ile time yenye sasa amerudi nyumbani, amerudi home, watu wamemfurahia, najipata nalia. So kulia
shows that you care.
Shows that you care. I think the older you get, the more you care. You understand hard work. You understand that between life and death is very, very thin line. Because the older you get, the more you know people who've died.
Yeah.
True, very true.
Yeah.
In a time when content is noise, when everyone has a microphone and not everyone has something to say, you're one of the voices I generally stop and listen to. Not because you're always comfortable to hear, but because you're honest with the kind of honesty that has cost you something. You carry the culture without being imprisoned by it. You critique power without losing your joy. You're the storyteller East Africa needs, not because you're perfect, but because you are present, fully present. That is a rare gift, and I and the larger community appreciate and are better for it.
I appreciate you, Angel. Nimeshukuru sana. Thank you. This was it's really interesting. I really love the way you interact. I think it's powerful.
Bless you.
Yeah. Hats off.
One, and let me even hit you with another one that you've blessed me. Let me show you how much of a greater blessing you have been that I am appreciating right now. Today's my birthday, and I'm not done so much.
Happy birthday!
So this is what I'm doing for my birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday!
Thank you.
Interesting fact, by the way, I learned today.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Today is actually Valentine's Day in Brazil.
Wow.
Yes. Leo ni siku ya mapenzi Brazil vibaya sana. So happy birthday my brother.
Man, thank you so much. That's how much you blessed me.
Mbona hukusema hiki tu mapema?
Unashikilia tu kwa zile za hapa na wacha excitement isiruke. Itakuwa vitu mingi pamoja.
Happy birthday my brother. I appreciate that. This is really special.
Man, for sure, man. Feel blessed, wow, stay blessed. Hey, man, when you asked what you did for 12th June, and let's say I celebrated a birthday on a podcast.
Yes, I was with the Angel in a podcast.
Bless it.
You're always getting new stuff of how to explain to us and to understand what a billion is. So, what can a billion shillings build?
You know, people say that, unajua ukiangalia Kenyatta Hospital.
Yes, sir.
And I saw this from this gentleman called Joachim. And he's also another one who talks about money and he talks about debt. Kenyatta Hospital, hiyo building yote, hiyo ni 1 billion. 1 billion.
Okay.
Google tu Kenyatta uangalie venye natushana. Hiyo ni 1 billion. A billion is 100 ambulances fully equipped, each ni 10 million Kenyan shillings ndani. 100 tuko na counting ngapi buda?
47 tu.
tukipiga hiyo kila county inapetewa 2 na hata state house inaweza pete state house, hata tunaweza donate zingine kwa Uganda uende wasaidie huko na Ebola. 100 a billion is 1000 classrooms. Hiyo ni shule ngapi? Chuenyi liko na classrooms gapi? Form 1 mpaka form 4. So imagine 1000 classrooms. That's almost 20 to 40 schools.
Yes, okay. Yes.
1 billion. Yeah. A billion, mi naambiaga watu, a billion ukiamua unataka kupiga sherehe every Friday. Unataka tu waste 100k every Friday. In 100 years bado utakuwa karibu na billion. Utadedi hiyo nini itakuwa imeisha every Friday. 200 years hata.
I was explaining to my friends.
Nachezanga na billion.
How should you say a billion? How should you say a billion? Billion.
Billion is so powerful, it deserves capital B. Kiandika billion na B dogo. No. And yeah, a billion is a lot of money, brother. A billion unaweza nunua Probox sijui ngapi. More than 100, actually no, not even more than 100. Almost 200, could be 400 Proboxes. It depends on second hand or third hand.
Because even
that's
if
a billion.
Because even if a Probox is 1.2, because a billion is
833.
About, yes, 800 Proboxes, Buddha. A billion ukichukua 1000, mimi naambiaga watu uchukue 1000 note ya 1000 sijui uzieke down kutoka parliament, uende upite Thika, uende ufike Moranga, hujafika billion. Umeweka 1000 hivi, 1000 kwa barabara hivi, haijafika billion. A billion unaona hiyo World Cup stadium yenye watu wanachezea World Cup sahii?
Yes sir.
Hii Met ya New Jersey mali hiyo ulay down tu kwa 1000 hivi, weke hivi yote, stadi yote uzilay down, ikava stadi yote including place watu wamekaa, haifiki billion. Mnachezanga na 1 billion, mnachezanga na 1 billion. Na hiyo ni 1000, na unajua kupata 1000 si rahisi.
Making sense of
a billion is not baby money, my brother.
For sure.
Yeah, a billion is not baby money.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Man, you can close it there, man. Thank you so much. I don't know what you're doing for your weekend, but may you please go and have a very safe, very amazing, very blessed time.
I'll try, my brother. And you, happy birthday, manze. Happy birthday.
Thank you,
Shukran sana. I'm sending you positive wishes, man.
Thank you.
May you get to see more.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, and most blessed.
Nimeshukuru, manze.
You watched Michael the movie?
No.
I'm thinking of going to watch Michael.
But I am hoping to take my daughters to watch it.
That's how I want to close the day. Let me go and see. Let me go and see the other Michael, what he did, so that I can start this.
Go check out what Michael
amazingly.
did. Maybe you'll make sense of life, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Be blessed.
I think you will.
All the best. And to you and the family and Kisumu City. Baraka. This is Making Sense of Life and Reality. Stay blessed and subscribe.